Right now, as you watch this, a stream of charged particles is hurtling toward you at 1.5 million kilometers per hour. You don't feel it. Nobody does. But in 1859, people felt it. Telegraph wires across Europe and America caught fire on their own. Operators were shocked at their stations. The northern lights were visible over the Caribbean. Miners in the Rocky Mountains woke up at 1 in the morning. The sky was so bright they thought it was dawn. The sun did this. Our sun, the very same one without which there would be no you, no planet, no single living cell. And here is what nobody says out loud. If that strike happened today, the global power grid would not survive it. Civilization would stop. The sun doesn't just give us life. The sun tolerates us. For now. We grew up thinking the sun was reliable. It rises, it sets, it warms us. It's always there. That's an illusion. The sun is a ball of plasma nearly 1 million miles across. Earth could fit inside it 1.3 million times. Its surface burns at around 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. At its core, 27 million. Every single second, it fuses 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium and releases energy that reaches your face exactly 8 minutes later. But the sun doesn't burn steadily. It boils. Its surface is covered in convective cells, massive plasma bubbles the size of entire countries, rising, cooling, and sinking back down. Magnetic fields deep inside the sun twist and tangle constantly. When the pressure gets too great, the field snaps, and that's when it happens. A Class X solar flare, the most powerful kind, releases energy equivalent to 1 billion hydrogen bombs, not over days, in minutes, and this isn't rare. This is regular. In 1989, a single flare took down the entire power grid of Quebec, Canada. In 90 seconds, 6 million people lost electricity, heat, and communication for 9 hours. Transformers caught fire. Control systems failed one by one. That was a mid-level event. The Carrington event of 1859 was several times more powerful. Telegraph machines operated without being connected to power, and impurely on induced current. Some of them caught fire. Operators were shocked at their desks. Back then, there were no satellites, no internet, no digital control systems running power plants. Today, there are. In July 2012, a coronal mass ejection comparable in strength to Carrington crossed Earth's orbit. We missed it by 9 days. 9 days, and civilization stayed intact. No one celebrated. Most people never even found out. The only thing standing between you and the solar wind is Earth's magnetic field. You can't see it. You can't feel it. You never think about it. But without it, you wouldn't exist. There would be no one left to think about anything at all. The solar wind is a constant stream of charged particles that the sun fires in every direction, every second, without pause, at speeds between 400 and 800 kilometers per second. Earth's magnetic field deflects it, bends it around the planet, keeps it out. Mars once had a magnetic field. Mars once had rivers, lakes, a thick atmosphere. Then its liquid core cooled. The field disappeared, and the solar wind, methodically, million by million years, stripped the atmosphere away into open space. Today, Mars is a frozen desert, where atmospheric pressure is 160 times lower than on Earth. Where nothing survives, where nothing grows. One thing separates us from that fate. Our core is still liquid, but the field is not stable. It reverses polarity. Over the last 83 million years, this has happened at least 183 times. On average, once every 450,000 years. The last reversal occurred approximately 780,000 years ago. We are already twice overdue. During a reversal, the field weakens, sometimes by 90%. Right now, above the South Atlantic in Brazil, an anomaly is growing, a weak spot in the magnetic field. Satellites passing through it glitch and reboot. Astronauts on the ISS see flashes of light with their eyes closed when they cross through that zone. These are not hallucinations. These are cosmic rays striking the retina directly. We don't fully understand why the anomaly is growing. We only know one thing. It gets larger every year. If the field collapses during a reversal, the radiation our invisible shield holds back will reach the surface at full force. The navigation of birds will break, satellites will begin to fail, and people on the surface will be exposed to levels of radiation that life on Earth has not encountered in nearly 1 million years. We just talked about a shield that trembles, about a field that's weakening, about an anomaly that keeps growing. But there's something else, something almost no one ever says out loud. Every billion years, the sun gets brighter by about 10%. Gradually, unstoppably, without exception. That sounds insignificant. It is not insignificant. In about 1 billion years, that process will trigger a chain reaction. The oceans will begin to evaporate. More vapor means a stronger greenhouse effect. Temperature rises, evaporation intensifies, temperature rises further. A feedback loop with no brakes, no off switch. Look at Venus. Once it was similar to Earth, perhaps oceans, perhaps life. Then the same mechanism kicked in. Today, Venus is 460 degrees at every point on the planet. Rains of sulfuric acid, pressure like the bottom of an ocean. This is not someone else's story. This is our possible future, already happened next door. Earth's expiration date as a habitable planet, about 1 billion years. Homo sapiens has existed for 300,000. All of human civilization, 10,000. We have 1 billion. That deadline is written into physics. It cannot be canceled. It cannot be postponed by negotiation. The sun does not know we are here. It is simply doing what all stars do. Step back and look at all of this together. We live between Venus and Mars, literally. A little closer to the sun, hell. A little further, a frozen desert with no atmosphere. We exist in the gap between 2 planetary catastrophes. And this window is not static. It is narrowing. The magnetic field is unstable. The sun is getting brighter. In 2012, 9 days saved us. In 1859, what saved us was the absence of digital infrastructure. Luck is not a protection system. But here is what's strange. None of this is a reason to panic. It is a reason for one simple thought. We are living in an extraordinarily rare moment. A star of the right size, a planet at the right distance, a core that is still liquid, a shield that is still holding. Every morning when the sun rises, it is not just a sunrise. It is one more day when 1 billion coincidences hold together. The sun does not care about you. It is a thermonuclear reactor, 1.5 million kilometers across. It has about 5 billion years left to burn. But right now, it is shining, and you are here. This will not last forever, but for now, it is. If this story touched something inside you, subscribe to Star Voyager. Here we look at the universe and try to understand what it means to be alive inside it. The next story is coming soon.